Hello?
Marty! You're awake! Good!
Doc! Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried to give you a nudge before I left, but you were practically comatose. How long has it been since you slept?
Aside from being knocked unconscious, I'm not really sure.
Anyway, I left you back at the lab to perform an important mission. On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah, is that good?
Good? It's fantastic! Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn!
What?
It's Edna!
But... Okay, Emmett, one static accumulator coming up. Jeez, Doc, watch out, you almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
So, how are the time circuits?
Still broken. I've got a few ideas, but I'm occupied with other problems today. So is that what I'm destined to build for the expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc!
It was science.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Another path? What other path?
I don't know. Architecture, automobile repair, taxidermy. Maybe I'll even pursue a life in law like my father always wanted. As long as Emmett steers clear of science, Edna and I will be free to be happy together.
You can't want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazier ambitions.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure, Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No! Ah! What the hell? Where'd it go? Oh, come on! Here, little static thingy. I can't reach it. Gotcha!
future is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland. Just around the bend, my friend, you'll see a dream or two. If you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true. There's a world of wondrous wonder on display, because the future is coming today.
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her.
I found a loophole.
What kind of loophole?
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
All right.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Because the future is coming. It's almost here now. The future is coming. It's getting clear now. The future is coming today.
Enlightenment awaits you under the sea.
Insert ticket to enter.
You are going to need a ticket. Enlightenment awaits.
Excuse me, Mr.
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
Could I get a ride in that bathysphere?
Certainement, if you've got a ticket.
Jacques Duteau, famous diver. So you're some kind of celebrity?
I do not like to brag, but I have a small following, yes.
See you around. How about an algae cake?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? What? I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey! You're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice!
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster!
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
The expo? Sure, but I was wondering. You haven't seen Emmett Brown, have you?
Isn't he at his booth? It's the tall one over there.
Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
See you around. Insert ticket to enter. I think that's supposed to be a clock.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Callahan.
What's going on here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty, now.
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
It was my plan to get him back to inventing what he should be inventing. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
how do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Harry Callahan really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Harry?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist! A foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo!
Annie, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Very good. And now, Arrest this subversive.
Come here. Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose, but she's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well?
I'll dig something up.
You do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better... where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh! You're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna. Come on, Emmett, where are you? Hi, Trixie.
That's Techni to you, kiddo.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know? Now what can I do you for?
You seen Emmett around? I'm kinda worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah. He wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Older guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah. Uncle or something?
Or something. Look, Emmett's demonstration has hit a snag or two. Can you delay his act for a while? Let someone else go before him?
Sorry, I don't set the roster, and they won't let me change it. I can drag my feet a little, but if your friend's not ready to go on pretty soon, we might have to skip his act. I mean, demonstration.
But you can't!
Hey, it's just a science demo. It ain't a matter of life and death.
Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
Is there anything you can do to get Emmett's booth open again?
I wish there was, but I'm just a muse. All we can do is inspire people.
Artie told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still, I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the Glass House, the Future Furnishings, and of course, Enlightenment Under the Sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Duteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, we're kind of like family now, you know?
Thanks. Thanks.
Happy to help.